AFTV, Lee, wasn't the most entertaining game in the world, but it's job done. 3 points, vital 3 points, especially when you see that, I think last I saw Man City were beating Villa 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
4-1, right? So, a very important victory.
Yeah, obviously Villa didn't park the bus, did they? So, listen, it wasn't a great game today. It was boring. Give me another 8 games of that and I'll be very happy, That's how you got to look at it. We wasn't.
See, you've been doing that for years, isn't it? Them little boring 2-0s.
Yeah, there was no danger whatsoever, I think, let's be honest, I spoke to a few people before the game, a little bit nervous about how much rotation was done. Spot on again, got it right. Comfortable win, without, Saka weren't even, I see him, he was walking around at the end, rested him completely. At the end of it, look, there ain't really a lot to say about it, but routine, clean sheet, another clean sheet. And I'll tell you what, Luton, tough nut to crack. I'm going to say, they've got a lot of injuries and all that, but they're here to stay. I think that they've got a very, very good chance of staying up.
Yep. There was a lot of changes, like you said, and Emile Smith-Rowe, first time he's played for a long time, and he was the one who put the tackle in to start off that first goal, and then he got an assist for the second goal. I mean, he, especially in the first half, I thought he played really well.
He was involved in both goals. And I'll tell you what, listen, let's be really honest about it. I think Smith-Rowe is, everybody's favourite. Everybody likes Smith-Rowe, so everybody wanted him to do it today, but he needed to do it. And he did it. He turned up today, played really, really well. I thought first a couple of times in the box he was you could see that he weren't quite matched, but he grew into the game and was an influence on the game. And at the end of it, if you're talking to him and say, what do you need to do in today's game? Be an influence, make things happen. He did, and that's all he can do.
Yep. Thomas Partey as well was another player who came in. What did you make of his performance today?
Yeah, he was all right when he Thomas. He was all right. He was done all right. He was good. I expect more from him, where was the shots on goal and a couple of bursting runs and all that? Just showed his class, didn't he? Absolutely showed, on the ball. What I like about Thomas Partey, and if anybody's played in midfield, he looks like he's got all the time in the world in midfield, and he hasn't. But he makes it happen. He makes it look like that, and for that is quality. Every time that ball went into him from Rowe, I was never under any panic or anything like that, because he's a cool dude. He knows what he's doing. I think he's a top player, and if he could stay fit, it'd be a certainty in the team. Yeah,
it's going to be. Listen, the usage of the squad tonight. Very important, because that squad is going to get used between now and the end of the season. There are lots and lots of games coming up thick and fast. I mean, we've got a game Saturday, we've got another game next week, Wednesday. The week after that, game, again, game Saturday, game Tuesday. I mean, the games are coming thick and fast, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's what we want. I ain't feeling the pressure. This is what it's all about. I want us to be in this position. That's why there's been so much frustration around the ground for the last 5-6 years, because we haven't had these games. But looking at that game today, I'm feeling to myself, this is a bloody good team. A couple of games last season, Southampton away was a complete, train wreck. So, even when you go back to Bournemouth when we won the game, it's exactly
Southampton at home, you mean?
Yeah, Southampton at home.
Yeah.
And even Bournemouth when we got the last minute goal. Really, it was a truck. We're 2-0 down after 10-15. You don't see that now. You see an actual calmness in our play. You actually see where we're going, what we're doing. You see an organisation, a structure to the game. And today, that's what you see. Sometimes last season it was carnage, even though it was great, but to be in that. But you see that they've learned. They look like a side, and I think, you know what, us fans are learning as well, because it weren't quite going right to first 10, 15, 20 minutes, but all around me were all going, it's only a matter of time, so I think the fans have learned as well, we're growing as a football club again, to be a real top team.
Can we do it?
I don't know.
After all that!
Listen, let's be really honest about it. From January, if we're to win the league, we've got to win. We've played 19 games, win 18, right? And the one we drew was against Manchester City, and that still might not be enough. That's how hard it's going to be to win the Premier League. Like, you know, can we do it? Yeah, with this team, with this defence. We're not only capable of winning the Premier League, we're capable of winning the Champions League as well, like, you know. But listen, there's other good teams about as well, like, and I think that's what we've got to be respectful of. You know, City are a very good side, but also like Liverpool, and obviously, like, you know, listen. But I feel confident. I feel confident we can go. Like, you know, I've actually put my holiday back a day after Wembley. Like, what are you doing that for? Like, it cost me extra £100, but I think we're going to Wembley. We're going to win the Champions League. You know what I mean? So who knows? But I tell you what, we've got a better chance than a lot of other teams, and that's how you got to look at it. Like, you know, that we're in a three-horse race, and there's 8 teams left in Europe. And we're in it. And do you know what? We've been dying and been desperate for it for so long. Let's all enjoy the ride. And, you know, can you, will you not, like, on to the next game we go? I'm being very professional, Robin.